Yeah, so you win that championship and then go to Memphis.
Yep,
And you're part of what I think is obviously the best team in Memphis history is a grit and grind team. And by the way, UD, just like you, got his jersey retired.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes,
step
sir.
to that.
Yes, sir.
And
Big
I
step.
honor that.
Congratulations,
because
my brother.
Congratulations, you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Because guys like us, these jobs
Yeah.
require a lot of this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
tell people all the time, dog, you got a nice little shiny Bentley, but if ain't nobody changing the oil and the spark plugs, ain't no good,
exactly.
that bitch ain't going nowhere. We're going to see your ass on 95 sitting on the side, and we're going to ride by in the Chevy. And we're going to keep going. One thing I will say to this for you is you got to give yourself credit for this is because what I know about leadership is real leaders bring people together, and it has to be authentic. Even though you took what you took from those guys, you did it your way. You took your little piece from Ray, you took your little piece from Paul, you took your piece from Ticket. But when it came out and you was implementing that in the guys in Memphis, you did it your way. You couldn't do it like Ticket because they'll see through that.
Exactly.
You couldn't do it like Ray because that ain't you.
Right.
You couldn't do it like Paul. That ain't authentic. One thing about true leadership, you got to be authentic, dog. If I try to lead like somebody else, they won't follow me. Right. And that's what you got to give yourself credit because you figured out how to do it your way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right about that too.
Yeah, but no, I mean, leaving Boston, I didn't want to leave Boston.
Yeah.
Like, it was a situation where Chris Wallace, he drafted me. He was in Boston.
Yeah.
He was in Boston when they picked me the number 25 pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I got there, it was like, I thought I was actually going to Chicago. I thought I was going to Chicago. They ended up picking up Ronnie Brewer?
Yep.
With the Arkansas?
Yep.
They picked him up. Gave him
Ronnie
3 years,
Brewer.
15. So
my draft.
I done went back home, got me a nice little condo at the crib. I'm thinking I'm going back home. It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Man, they called me and told me, like, nah, we gonna go another direction. And so just after blue, like at the end, I wanna say that it was like then at almost the end of the free agency. And you know, Chris Wallace reached out and he told me, he's like, man, I like what you just did in the 2010 finals on Kobe. I like how you competed. I've been watching you all playoffs. He was like, we missing that in this organization. We need you to be here and be a glue guy. He flat out told me. I just want you to do everything you was just doing in the playoff. He's like, I don't want you to do nothing else. Focus on that. Can you come do that? And when I tell you Chris Wallace, shout out Chris Wallace.
That's dope.
Man, he was on my ass the whole time I was there. I thought I had a college coaching by him, man. He a general manager. Now, you don't have this in the league, man.
No, you don't.
You calling me for, bro. He was on my bumper. I'm talking about some on my bumper. And I'm talking about, hey, T.A., you know we got a big game tomorrow now. You know? Hey, how's it going now, T.A.?
Yeah.
I'll be like, Chris, what's up, man? No, just making sure you're getting your rest and you're doing everything.
You lead, they'll follow.
I'll be like, what? I'm like, Coach, I'm in here, got Norma Tech on my legs.
He said he on my
I'm
bumper.
in here watching film. What are you talking about, Chris?
Yeah, my bumper's
You know how
nuts.
important your leadership is.
And I honored that, bro, and I can't front. So I always give him kudos, man, for just even taking that chance because that was it. That was my only offer. If not, I wasn't gonna be in the league.
It changed that team too, man. I'll be honest. That team, the way they put that team together and the way they did that from the outside, you're like, whoa, you know, they did the Zebo and you, and you're like, you know what I mean? Like, and it came together and it just, you guys took on that, and it's what they call it grit and grind. That was all your.
I mean, we knew when you walked in that.
Oh God.
You knew you was in for a battle.
Yes, you were.
You was in for a battle.
Get your rest.
Hell yeah, you knew you was in for a battle.
We wanted to change the narrative, man, because I ain't gonna lie. When I played in Boston and we used to look at the schedule, we see Memphis, we'd be like, all right, yeah, we're gonna be in Memphis real quick, go in there, get that win, then we gotta shoot out here to LA. Like, it never was like, like, you get what I'm saying? So, and I always had that in my head too. I'm like, yo, we gonna change that narrative. And before I got there, one thing Chris Wallace asked me was, are you gonna be able to play with Zebo?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why you think I'm like, I don't know, you know, just you know, off the court stuff. I don't know, maybe you guys just different something. I'm like, no, that's my man.
Two of the most dopest teammates ever. Too.
I'm like, yo, no, that's my man. And so when I got there and saw Bo like, man, we missed the game. We missed the playoffs last year, about 10 games, bro. I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna be doing it this year. I've been working out all summer. Bro, we good. And I'm looking at bro, I'm like, you been working out all summer? He said, yeah, I've been in it.
Capping in it.
I'm like, I ain't working out all summer, but he was a little fit, so I don't know. He probably, you know, that first week,
I love it.
curls.
I love it.
But man, he from off the rip, man, we hit it, man. And I had been knowing about him, been playing against him or whatever, but just to get there and see, you know, how big-hearted he was, man, and how open he was to just sharing game, just, you know, putting me down on a few things, showing me the city pretty much, you know, because he was there years before. He got family there. He had been coming to Memphis.
The blend though, the blend of the personalities, because then you got the nicest human being in the world, Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. And then you got freaking the skill of Marc Gasol and what he does.
Yes.
Like
I loved it.
was,
I loved
I
it.
know, that's what I'm saying. It was like a jambalaya, man. And it just turned out to be perfect.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
And I promise you, Mike, I love Mike. I always say he one of the best, my best teammates.
Guy's still doing it.
Because he's still doing all that, and that's the way he keep guys together. Like like you said, different personality. When Mark ain't getting the ball, he's speaking in Spanish. Cha, amigo. Like, you know, like he upset that Zebo. He wanted, hey, little bro, give me the ball, little bro. And I done probably turned it over, clanked one, and did something silly. And he will always be the guy to be like, hey, fellas, we and if you weren't taking it well, he'll pull you to the side. You know what I'm saying? He keeps things
No doubt.
like just together, and I love the fact that his work is still being done in this.
Still doing it.
I always felt like Mike Conley was one of them dudes in the league. Like if you got a problem with Mike Conley, something wrong with you.
I got to be.
Like if you come up to me and just say something bad about Mike Conley, I ain't with you.
You ain't
'Cause
lying.
I know that man. That's how good of a dude he
You
is.
ain't
great
lying.
locker room
You know what I'm
guy,
saying?
man.
He one of them type of dudes.
And he did his thing, man, because, I mean, sometimes it be situations where you got to get the ball to Bo or Mark. They both cooking.
Yeah.
How you even manage that?
Let me ask you something, because you brought it up with Chris. When Chris brought you in, he said, I like what you did on Kobe in the 2010 finals, right? God rest his soul, one of the best, if not the best, Kobe Bean Bryant. Give us, because he's made it well known and documented that you're the best defender he's ever seen.
Yes.
Give us a Kobe memory.
Man, Kobe memory. Oh, man. I give you one, man. It be times, right, they running the triangle offense.
Yeah.
Right? So they run the triangle offense. Now, they done ran this offense all through the years before we even got in the league. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we done played against it. We scouted it, studied it. I know when you flash to this elbow and Paul is up top, I know the back door is coming with the big. You might give a handoff to Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
And then after that, you going straight to your ISO.
Yeah.
So why not I just deny this? How about this be my best defense right here, right?
Yes.
So one time, Powell was up top, and a few possessions, I either got a deflection, denied it, they had to swing it back the other way and go put the triangle.
I know,
on the
he's
side.
hot. He had to swing it back.
So he mad, he's like he mad, Kobe mad. And so all of a sudden, they coming back down. I think they about to go back into that action. He just starts speaking in Spanish to Paul. I'm like, why is you speaking in Spanish? I say, no, the back door coming. The back door coming. Why is he speaking in Spanish, bro? Y'all in the same formation. Bro, if you don't knock it off. And so I end up, noticing that he's, bilingual. He can speak 10 languages.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And so once I noticed that after I was playing, though, and I was like, yo. And so who just stamped it was, we had did an interview with Vujicic.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, when y'all want to do audibles to y'all plays, y'all start speaking in Spanish. He's like, you better know it. I said, man, damn it, I knew it. And it was funny because I was like, why do he always do that? And me and Kobe, man, we never talked, bro. We never had one conversation on the court. I ain't never said. Only thing he ever said to me was, the last time he played, he grabbed me, hugged me. He was like, bro, I enjoyed all the battles, bro.
Damn, that's
You the
dope.
toughest. He's like, you the toughest. He told me in my ear. And I'm like, damn. I just
dope.
couldn't believe. I'm like, this man actually said something to me. I'm talking about my whole 14 years of playing basketball. That was the only conversation I had with him.
Made up for it though.
Yeah, no,
That's
it
the
did.
ultimate.
It did.
That's the
And-
ultimate
It's
love.
ultimate love.
And,
And I-
on the flip side of it, though, that's what made Kobe a gangster, though. That's old school.
Yeah.
Kobe wasn't making no friends out
Ain't
there.
no fraternizing.
No, ain't no fraternizing.
I love that.
No doubt, me
Story
too.
about old Applehead ass D Wade.
Applehead.
Oh,
D-Wade,
Applehead,
man.
No Applehead ass D Wade.
Man, old D-Wade, man.
He
You know,
said
D-Wade from the
Applehead.
crib.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he
know.
really
That's what
from
I'm
the
saying.
crib, man. That's
Have
a
y'all
goat.
been, before the NBA had y'all cross paths competing against each other anytime in Chicago?
One time. See, because he from the hood. He from the hood, but he moved to the suburbs. So when he went out there, he started. I'm talking about killing. He talking about killing. My cousin went to school with him.
Okay.
And so my cousin used to be always telling me like, bro, this dude D Wade killer. I'm like, yeah. He like 6'5". He dunking. I'm like, yeah. And so, mind you, this the time where I'm restoring my hoop game back together now. I'm okay, so this was going on. So we end up playing, at the end of the year, we end up having a city-suburban game, city versus suburban game with all the all-stars out of their town come play the city.
Hey, that's a funny by the way. City
What?
versus suburban game's nuts.
No, that was the name of it. That was the name of it. And they had D Wade on it.
Suburban team.
So white guys in D Wade versus white guys in D Wade versus
That's why he got nice. His
versus
confidence
versus the hood coach.
Suburban.
That what we on?
No, D Wade used to kill though. It wasn't no.
I know he was
But when we crossed paths,
Inspired by rap music.
yeah. Y'all wow. But no, man. Shout out D Wade. He
dog.
He got down. He won MVP of that game, and they won the game.
Got busy.
I think he had like 29. I had like 21. Yeah, we went at it one time.
D Wade was a dog.
But I know in the NBA, he always talks about obviously how tough of a cover.
Yeah.
When he played against you, but you know, when y'all talk, because you talk a lot of shit, what you be saying? What you be saying?
You know, you really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know because I don't be over there.
Hey, he be mumble rapping until he tell first team.
Especially
like
somebody from home.
I can stop.
Especially somebody from Chicago. What you be saying?
If
as soon as you wake up in the morning, I'm locking your ass up on the doorstep. Like, what you saying?
I promise you, I'm on that type time for sure. But let's just say I'm contesting this shot. You miss. I might just say, no, you all right, it's just my presence. You feel me? You all right, it's just my presence. You feel me? Like I might say something real slick, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't barking. One thing I ain't doing is barking. Or I might speak in third person. I might just say, you know, might get a block shot or something, or, you know, I might say, get that shit out of here. You know, that's normal. But for sure, if I hit you with that, or what's another one? Good DTA.
Yeah. You say that to yourself.
He said that all the time. He said that in practice.
I'm speaking in third person.
Yeah.
So, it
By the way, that's worse. That's worse than someone barking loud at you. Like, hey, it's all right, dog. That's just my presence.
You got to get into them mentally,
Yo,
man.
for sure.
Come on, man.
I ain't talk much. I had the mouthpiece in, but I tell you, if you make a good shot, I say you got to make that for 4 quarters.
For 4 quarters.
And then when the 4th quarter, when that goes short or left, I'll be like, see?
That's a long thought process too for that time.
You gotta make that shit for 4 quarters, boy.
But no, D Wade was tough though, bro. I can't in front. Like I ain't gonna lie. One thing about him, man, he was one of them guards, man. He attacked the offensive glass.
Just gonna say, what made him different?
He attacked, like I said, he attacked the offensive glass, and I'm talking about, and when you put him in that pick and roll and he get downhill, man, it's no stopping him.
None.
And we already know what he do in the open court when he got the ball. He's just as dangerous. But I liked him because he always was active. Being from the crib and, you know what I'm saying, coming to get that ring, making this Wade County, you know what I'm saying, bringing that Chicago presence down here, man. He made me believe I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because he one of them, and he always been, you know, a competitor ever since I know him.
Here is a dirty little secret that insurance industry may want to keep under wraps. Insurance companies profit by holding on to your money for as long as possible. So after an accident, they might do whatever they can to delay or deny your claim. This way, they can keep those profits growing. Morgan & Morgan fights hard against these corporations to fight to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. When in court, the insurance companies want juries to think that at-fault driver is the one paying the verdict amount. Meanwhile, it's really the insurance companies who are covering the cost. When Morgan & Morgan takes on a case, they're almost always going after the big insurance companies and not the individuals at fault. Morgan & Morgan fights hard for their clients, and these corporations know that. A recent client in Pennsylvania just received $29 million. That's $29 million. Insurer's best offer was $500,000. Another recent client in Florida received $20 million. Last offer, 0. There's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. With Morgan & Morgan, it's easy to get started, and their fee is free unless they win. Just visit forthepeople.com/OGs or dial #law 529. That's forthepeople.com/OGs or dial #law 529. This, my friends, is a paid advertisement. Basketball fans, the NBA Finals are here. The stage is set. The stakes are sky high, and every shot could be the difference between glory and heartbreak. There's still time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll take home $300 in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up using my promo code OGs. The crown is yours.
Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right here as they happen. Make watching a game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Pick 6 and have the shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code OGs and bet just $5 on any wager and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's promo code OGs only at DraftKings Sportsbook.